All right, it is Monday. We got a push day today. Yeah, I feel pretty good. I am not down any weight from last week. Stayed the same. Yeah, I wasn't the best, tracking this week or last week. Kind of just on Friday night I had like pizza and stuff with a couple friends, and so yeah, I wasn't fully locked in on the diet last week. I didn't miss any days tracking, but there weren't any days where I was like, or there were days where I was, not fully meeting the macros and the standards. So, my weight was indicative of that. So, I know what the problem was. Every now and then you're gonna have weeks like that. I'm not trying to go and compete in bodybuilding, so I'm not super stressed about that. Like, the losing weight thing for me, it's purely for looks, and I do want to fill out my frame for my weight class. So I'm in the 95 kilo weight class, so I want to be, I want to have as little fat as possible to still be healthy too. So I want to be around 15% body fat at 95 kilos, and so I gotta kind of cut down, cut out fat, bulk up again, and then cut down, cut out the fat, so really like kind of fill out that frame, and I have time to do that, so that's what I'm doing. And yeah, but we got time. We got time to, keep losing weight, keep staying on it. It's going well so far. I'm loving cutting right now. The pizza thing was just, dude, I haven't had pizza since early September, and before that I hadn't had it since like April. So it's a good thing. I definitely have been staying away from that. Yeah, overall I feel pretty good today. I feel excited. I'm gonna try. We got some flat dumbbell benches, and then I think, I don't know, because I've been doing like a machine incline press, which I like, but I also like being outside, like the outside part of my gym, because it's just quiet, there's less people, fewer people. So I don't know what I'll do there. Maybe I'll do some sort of incline crossover with the cables, maybe. I don't know if I can move any of the benches that are there though, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try and hit 100 on the dumbbells again. I've done that for a couple weeks. I think the most I've hit is 8, so we're gonna try to go for 9 today. And then we got some triceps. Probably just do push downs and I'll probably do overhead extensions and then single arm push downs. And then the push-ups. Best finisher on earth. I think on the push-ups I did 16 last week, 16 and like 8 or 9. So this week we'll try 9 from the knees. So I don't know. Eventually I want to do them weighted. Like I'll put a plate on my back and we'll do that. know, once you get to the point where you're doing 30, 40 reps, you know, why do that when you just add a little bit of weight? Just put a little bit of weight on your back and do that. That's how it is with, you know, that's how it should. It's the same thing as, you know, when you're doing a dumbbell bench. Once you get to the point where you're hitting 12, 15 reps at a certain weight, move the weight up, you know? It's the same thing with body weight movements. If you're getting to the point where body weight, you're doing 20 reps, add some weight, you know? And then it looks real cool. You can add a little bit of weight on your pull-ups or on your push-ups. Boost the ego by like 30% at least. At least. But yeah, we'll do that. And then 30 minutes of cardio. I think, yeah, we'll just sit on the bike. That's what I've been doing. Yesterday I did 30 minutes on the bike, and then I jumped on the treadmill for like 40. And I just walked. It was nice, but you know, the only reason I really did that was because I wanted to watch Man of Steel. So yeah, well, I'm gonna go get an energy drink. So we'll cut to that. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to some music now. All right, review. Gorilla Mine, Berry Burst. Interesting. Oh yeah, that's the best one yet. Yeah, the last one I had was Mango Peach. That one was really good. This is way better. I'm giving this like a 90. Yeah, 90 out of 100. Best one yet. Holy crap, this is really good. Yeah. All right, that was a pretty good one. I'm really a big fan of push days right now. I love doing the push-ups at the end. I didn't do any like plate loaded dips today. I decided to do like a guillotine press plus like the eccentric part. So once I can't press it up anymore, I do like a close grip bench and then just go down slow. I like those. Those are good. And then I did another one where it was like one arm push downs, and then once I can't do one arm anymore, I switch to both, and I like that too. So that'll probably be my new push day lineup. I did some low to high cable crossovers. Those are pretty good. I think the crossovers definitely work a lot better going from high to low, like pressing down. Low to high it's a little bit awkward. So I'll probably just do those if like today. So the incline machine was being used, so I just decided to switch. I didn't really want to wait for it, so I just did the crossovers. So I'll just I'll probably just do those if, you know, the machine is, you know, currently being used. So then, man, I got stuck doing cardio again. I did cardio for like 50 minutes. They keep playing bangers. They played Spider-Man Far From Home, which is, you know, objectively the worst of the Tom Holland ones. Like, it just doesn't really make sense in a lot of ways. And the whole Peter Tingle thing, okay, what are we doing? It's not funny. It's just not. But other than that, it's a pretty good movie. And, you know, so I did like that. And I just sat in there, played some Clash Royale. I have a love-hate relationship with that game. I've been stuck at the same like area. I'm at 10,200 right now, and I've been stuck right around that area for, you know, 2 weeks now. I got back on, I was about 8,000, and I won like 30 games in a row. And then I got to, I don't know what arena it is, but I got there, and I just, you know, you win a couple games and you lose like 3 games in a row, then you win like 4 games in a row, and you're like, okay, finally, you know, we're moving, and then you get a hard counter for 2, 3, 4 straight games. So yeah, it's getting boring. I think I probably need to change my deck. I've run this homemade deck for like 4 or 5 years now. It's Mega Knight, Balloon, Witch, Executioner, Infernal Tower, Zap, Skeleton Army, and Minions. I've been running that for a long time now. It used to be Wizard instead of Executioner, but I changed it. I mean, I didn't make it myself. My friend made it back in like freshman year. And, you know, my old friend group ran that one for a while. And, you know, still to this day, a few changes, but it still works for the most part. And yes, I do play Mega Knight. Fuck you. But yeah, it's just not, once you get higher, it stops working as well. So it's just kind of expensive. So I've been thinking about, you know, switching in Firecracker for Executioner, but I don't know if that'll work. I'm not very good with the Firecracker. So, but, I don't know. If anyone has any suggestions, let me know. It doesn't take much skill to run my deck. But yeah, I just, you know, start playing that while I'm doing cardio, and I keep the RPMs at about 70, and just go. I did some treadmill too. I did so like 10 minutes on the seated bike, like the one where you can like lay back, and then 10 minutes of walking on the treadmill, and then at like a 20-minute mile pace, and then 10 minutes of, it ended up being like 20 minutes on like the Peloton bike. It's the one where you can't sit back, you know what I mean? So I'm liking the cardio. It's nice, especially with the movie on. You just go in there, go for a little bit, and then you're done. I might start doing a little bit of hiking. Definitely when I'm home, I'm gonna do some hiking and surfing. Just getting in the water. So I probably won't be doing any other type of cardio other than, you know, being in the water and walking around places. But I can already tell, like, I'm definitely feeling better in that area. Like, I'm not getting tired as quick when I have to walk for a while, or when I have to walk up steps, I'm not getting out of breath. That's a big one. For a while when I was on my bulk, I was walking up steps just huffing. So, yeah. Feel pretty good. I would say that was a very productive push day. I didn't get any posing, but you don't care. I don't really care. But yeah, that's about it. We're gonna go hit some snatches and some back squats. That'll be the next video today. Come out later. That's all I got. All right.